Safety and technology levy requests for both Kalispell Public Schools elementary and high school districts will go before voters in October. Roughly 45,000 ballots will be mailed out to voters on September 18th and are due back October 3rd, Election Day. The 4 levy requests will be on the books for 10 years if passed. This is the first time KPS has put a safety levy before voters. On Tuesday, administrators and board trustees discussed how specific they want to be in detailing publicly what funds will be used for without adversely affecting student and staff safety. The safety levy amounts include deficiencies or vulnerabilities identified in a safety audit conducted last year, according to KPS Assistant Superintendent Peter Fasaro. The levy amounts of the elementary safety and technology levies are both approximately for $1.5 million. If approved, owners of homes with assessed market values of $300,000 can anticipate annual taxes to increase by $63.18 for each levy, or for a total of $126.36. The district noted that the technology levy would replace an existing one that ends this school year. The high school district is asking voters to approve a $1.6 million safety levy. If approved, owners of homes with assessed market values of $300,000 can expect an annual increase of taxes by $27.54. The high school technology levy request is for $1 million. If approved, owners of homes with assessed market values of $300,000 can anticipate an annual tax increase of $17.21. According to guidance provided by the Office of Public Instruction, a safety levy may be used for various improvements and maintenance, including staffing such as school resource officers, counselors, consultants, architects, and engineers, or it can be used for programs like active shooter training, threat assessments, and restorative justice. As the name implies, technology levies are limited technology-related expenses, such as purchasing and maintaining equipment like computers, networks, and staff salaries and training. The high school levies will be decided on by voters both in Kalispell and 13 surrounding rural school districts that send students to Flathead and Glacier high schools. Glacier National Park officials are asking for public comments on its pilot vehicle reservation system amid renewed scrutiny of the program in recent months. Comments and concerns will be accepted through September 30th, according to a press release issued by Park Administration. Officials plan to use the information gathered to inform their approach to operations in 2024 and the upcoming summer season in particular. The park will host a series of virtual and in-person public meetings in late August to review data collected during the pilot program's implementation. Officials will be on hand to field questions from the public. Glacier National Park is in the 3rd summer of its pilot vehicle reservation system, which was first implemented for the Going to the Sun Road and later expanded to include other major entrances. Initiated in the summer of 2021, the reservation system served as a response to increasing issues with traffic congestion, including backups onto US 2 and the effect on park resources from high concentrations of people in its most popular areas. While park officials maintain that the reservation system has improved visitor experience, critics like U.S. Representative Ryan Zinke contend the program limits access to area residents, among other concerns. Zinke has emerged as an outspoken opponent of the pilot program and introduced an amendment to the fiscal year 2024 Interior, Environment, and Related Agencies funding bill that would remove the system. Park officials argue that the data they have collected show that local residents still enjoy access to Glacier and have certain advantages over other visitors, such as planning for the weather and entering the park year-round. A virtual meeting will take place August 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. A link to join can be found at the bottom of the article on our website. An open house will be held at the St. Mary Visitor Center on August 28th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m., and another open house will take place at the Cedar Creek Lodge in Columbia Falls on August 29th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. 3 hours of public comment, discussion, and debate were not enough for the Flathead County Planning Board to reach a decision on whether or not to recommend the approval of the planned North Shore Woods housing development in Big Fork as they met in Kalispell last week. With an overflow crowd keeping many out of the meeting room, the board spent more than 2 hours deliberating whether or not to grant a zone change for the project before tabling the decision, and later tabled 2 additional requests from Longbow Land Partners Incorporated and its representatives WGM Group. Located between Peaceful Drive and Big Fork Stage Road, the currently vacant area is proposed to be developed by Longbow Land Partners LLC of Jackson, Wyoming. The company intends to build 125 single-family units on the property and is asking the county to cut the required lot size in half to do so. The Big Fork Land Use Advisory Committee voted to recommend denial of the 3 proposals, but the Planning Board was quick to point out that Blue Act's decision is merely a recommendation and nothing more. BLUAC Chair Susan Johnson said, quote, "The planning board was a long meeting and it was very frustrating. I'm very disappointed that the public's input didn't seem to have any weight at this meeting," end quote. The Planning Board will consider the 3 requests once again at its September 13th meeting, when the board should decide whether or not to recommend the approval of the request to the Flathead County Commissioners, who have the final say in the matter. It's news to no one that we're in full swing of our fire season up here in northwest Montana. With several fires burning throughout the region, read the Daily Interlake or catch our News Now Fire Update podcast to get the latest updates. Uploaded nearly every day during our active fire season, we bring you a wrap-up of the day's fire activity.